Welcome back to Coin Chronicles, the place where history and currency collide. If you love rare coins, historic mints, and uncovering treasures in your own pocket, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's unlock the story behind the 1993 D. Lincoln penny, also known as the Liberty 1 cent. Our story begins not in 1993, but back in 1909. That's the year the Lincoln cent was born. It was created to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head penny and instantly became a patriotic symbol. The obverse features Lincoln's bust, while the reverse originally featured two wheat ears, leading to the beloved nickname Wheat Penny. Over the decades, the reverse changed to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959 and later to the Union Shield in 2010. But in 1993, the Lincoln Memorial design was still proudly displayed on every cent that rolled off the presses. Now let's fast forward to 1993. A pivotal year for the Lincoln cent. The D Mint mark tells us this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the most prolific mints in U.S. history. In 1993, the U.S. economy was recovering from a recession, the World Wide Web was just being introduced to the public, and people were still using cash, lots of it. And pennies, though small, were everywhere. The Denver Mint produced a whopping 6,426,650,571 Lincoln cents in 1993. Yes, over 6 billion coins, making this coin extremely common in circulation. Most of them were used, spent, and forgotten. But some were saved. And a few were struck with errors that make collectors' hearts race. Let's talk specs. The 1993 D Liberty 1 cent coin is made from a copper-plated zinc composition. Since 1982, pennies have had a core of 97.5% zinc and just 2.5% copper. This change was made because the rising price of copper made it more expensive to make a penny than it was worth. The coin weighs about 2.5 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. On the obverse, we have President Abraham Lincoln, with the word Liberty to the left, the mint year 1993 to the right, and the D Mint mark below it. Flip it over and you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, with E pluribus unum above it, and 1 cent boldly stated at the bottom, a design that graced the coin from 1959 to 2008. Let's talk value. In general, the 1993 D Lincoln cent in circulated condition is still worth exactly 1 cent. Because of the enormous mintage, most of these coins hold only face value. However, in uncirculated condition, meaning a coin that was never used in everyday transactions and retains its original mint luster, things start to get a little more interesting. An MS-60 grade coin might fetch 5 to 10 cents. If you're lucky enough to have one in MS-65 red, a higher quality uncirculated coin with full red coloring, it can be worth up to $1 to $3 depending on demand. Now this is where the magic happens, errors and varieties. While the 1993 D penny is common, a few rare mistakes slip past the mint's watchful eyes. Some of the most valuable errors to look for include double die obverse, DDO where the lettering appears doubled, especially in Liberty, or the date. Off-center strikes. If the coin is not centered during minting, it creates a unique shape and appearance. Worth $10 to $50 or more depending on the degree. By error, A die break between the B and E in Liberty makes it look like there's an extra I. Minor ones might go for $3 to $10. Clipped planchets. Part of the coin is missing due to a cutting error. Value ranges from $15 to $100. Always check your change, especially with a magnifying glass. You never know what you'll find. As of 2025, the market for 1993 pennies is stable but not skyrocketing. Unless you find one in pristine condition or with an error. A standard uncirculated 1993 penny in MS66 red has sold at auction for around $20 to $50. A top grade example in MS67 plus red from PCGS or NGC can fetch $150 to $300 or more, especially if there's no visible contact marks. Error coins with strong double dies or dramatic off-center strikes can sell for $100 to $500 plus, depending on rarity and demand. Collectors love coins in red condition, meaning the copper still has its original bright color, not the dull brown you often see in circulated examples. Here's the big question. Is your 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin a keeper? If it's scratched, dirty, or has heavy wear, it's probably worth just 1 cent, but that doesn't mean it's worthless. It's part of American history, and who knows, maybe one day its value will grow. But if your coin is bright, clean, and uncirculated, or better yet, shows signs of being a rare error, then it's absolutely worth holding on to or getting graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. Getting a coin graded can cost between $20 and $50, so it's only worth it for coins that could sell for more than that. So there you have it. The 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin might not buy you much at the store, but its story, its symbolism, and its potential hidden value make it a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. Next time you get a penny in your change, take a closer look. That small coin might just carry a story bigger than you ever imagined. Do you have a 1993 penny? Tell us in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe for more coin stories every week. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button because today, we're diving into a jaw-dropping story that has stunned collectors around the world. We're talking about the 1996 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States. It looks ordinary. It feels ordinary, but it's anything but ordinary. The 1996 Liberty 1-cent coin is a United States penny with a twist. At first glance, it resembles the standard Lincoln penny minted that year. It was struck in copper-plated zinc, features Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse, and includes the classic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But here's where things get interesting. There exists a rare and almost mythical version of this coin that doesn't say Lincoln anywhere. Instead, it features the word Liberty in a distinct font, with slight variations in engraving, rim alignment, and sometimes even weight and color tone. Experts believe only a few dozen of these unique variations were ever produced, either by accident or as part of an experimental test strike that was never supposed to leave the mint. So how did this mysterious variation come to be? To understand that, we need to travel back in time. By the mid-1990s, the United States Mint was transitioning through several technological and policy changes. New die-cutting techniques were being tested, and several mints were working under intense pressure to meet demand. Some numismatists believe the Liberty 1-cent 1996 variant may have been a die trial, a prototype made using experimental dies that somehow escaped destruction. Others suggest it could have been a mule error, where mismatched obverse and reverse dies were used. What we do know is this: its features are different, and it's extremely rare. The coin doesn't just hold numismatic value. It's a piece of American minting history, like finding a lost chapter of a book you thought you knew inside and out. Now you're probably wondering, how did anyone even find this thing? Well, that's the million-dollar twist. Literally. The first known example was discovered by a man in Pennsylvania in 2017. He was going through an old coin jar inherited from his grandfather. As he examined each penny with a magnifying glass, he noticed something different about one 1996 coin. The word Liberty seemed off. The engraving was deeper, more elegant, and slightly misaligned. When he took it to an expert appraiser, jaws dropped. This wasn't an ordinary Lincoln penny. This was a coin so rare that no official mint records even acknowledged its existence. And yet, here it was, proof that such a piece had somehow entered circulation. Today, only a handful of these coins are known to exist in private collections. Most have been found by chance, by ordinary people just like you and me. Here's the fascinating part. Because this coin made it into regular circulation, it was literally worth 1 cent at one point in time. It passed through hands, bought candy, paid sales tax, maybe even got lost in someone's couch cushion. And yet, its true worth is astronomical. Can you imagine spending a penny on a gumball that could have bought you a mansion? Over the years, coin collectors have become increasingly aware of this rarity. Each one that surfaces increases in value, because unlike mass-produced coins, this one doesn't have a mintage number. It's undocumented, unrecognized by many official guides, and yet verified by expert collectors as one of the rarest American coin anomalies in modern history. As of today, the estimated market value of a verified 1996 Liberty 1-cent coin is a staggering $2 million. Yes, you heard that right, $2 million. It's not just because it's rare, it's because of its mystery, the debate surrounding its origins, and the almost impossible odds of it ending up in a coin jar, a cash register, or someone's pocket. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for this unicorn of a coin. And the price only keeps rising with time. In fact, one anonymous private collector recently offered $2 million for a specimen in near-mint condition. That's more than the price of a luxury home, a Lamborghini fleet, or a private island. So the big question is, do you have one? Check your drawers. Check your jars. Look at every 1996 penny you come across. You're looking for a few key signs: a unique Liberty engraving, slight off-center or sharp die strike features, unusual texture, weight, or tone. And of course, if you think you might have one, don't clean it, and don't sell it on eBay for face value. Get it appraised by a certified numismatist, or take it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC.so. There you have it. The unbelievable story of the 1996 Liberty 1-cent coin. A penny that's anything but worthless. A coin that holds $1 million mystery in the palm of your hand. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you're heading to your change jar right now. And don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating tales from the world of rare collectibles.